Every filmmaker and photographer has dealt with the lack of storage space for their projects, but my solution is the QNAP TL800C, a jbod extension of my current NAS, giving me over 100 terabytes of sweet storage. Let's check it out. Alright, so what the f is a jbod? jbod stands for just a bunch of disks. But the cool thing about jbods is that they're pretty flexible. You can use them as just a bunch of disks, or you can set it up in a RAID configuration. For me, I'm actually using my jbod to expand the capacity of my current NAS because, you know, 4K, 8K video, I'm kind of running out of space. Even though on my NAS I have like 37 terabytes of storage. That's a lot of video. But instead of me having to get a brand new NAS with a bigger capacity, I can just use a jbod and extend the capacity of my current NAS. So there you go. So this video is not sponsored by QNAP, but they did send over the TL800C over to me, and I freaking love it. Thank you guys so much. They also sent over the NAS that I'm using, the 472XT. They got some pretty awesome products, so definitely check them out, links below. But let's go and talk about the jbod, the TL800C, which also sounds like a Terminator villain. The TL800C features 8 drive bays with USB 3.2 Gen 2 connectivity. In other words, super fast. You can either use a traditional 3.5 hard drive, or if you want, you can use an SSD if you've got the money. Either way works, but I personally use these bad boys. The 12 terabyte Seagate Iron Wolf, and I have 8 of them. Installing the hard drives into each bay is super easy. Just simply slip in the hard drive and lock them in place with these side locky thingies. And if a hard drive fails, depending on your setup, you can easily replace it, just like this. Now, because it is a jbod, if you plug that into your computer, you can't automatically use it as a RAID. You have to use some sort of third-party app to turn it into a RAID. For my setup, the NAS that I'm using is the controller, so because that's the main controller, I can set up a RAID configuration with my jbod because of the controller of the NAS. Did I say that right? The NAS is the boss, and I'm using the NAS to convert the jbod into a RAID configuration. There you go, that makes sense. Wait, does it? Hi. So over here, this is my NAS. This is the QNAP 472XT, and here is the jbod, the TL800C. As you can see, there's a lot of bays here, so I have a lot of storage. A lot of storage in this system. In fact, I've got 12 terabyte hard drives in these 8 bays. So 12 times 8 is that number. But I've set it up in a RAID 6 configuration, so I have about 70 terabytes of usable storage. Now, there's a reason why I wanted it in a RAID 6 configuration. RAID 6 is just a more secure way to prevent your data being lost in the event that 2 hard drives fail at the same time. My QNAP, because I don't have as many bays, this is set up in a RAID 5 configuration. So that means my data is still protected in case that 1 hard drive fails. Now, hard drive failure does happen, but 2 hard drive failures happening at the same time is kind of rare, which is why I wanted to set this up in a RAID 6 configuration, especially the fact that I have 12 terabytes in each of these bays. Ooh, hold on, my arm's getting tired. Oh boy, there we go. Ah, that's nice, there we go. Ooh, let's angle it. All right, so here's my workflow. All my live projects, all my video and photography projects live here in this NAS. And because it's a NAS, I can actually access my files anywhere around the world as long as I have the internet. All my archive projects, which is currently about 25 terabytes, lives here in this jbod. So this jbod is connected to my NAS with a USB 3.2 Gen 2 cable, and this NAS is connected to my dock using an Ethernet cable, and then my dock is connected to my computer using a Thunderbolt cable. So to sum up, this jbod is connected to this NAS, and this NAS is connected to my dock, and my dock is connected to my laptop and my monitor, which I can use to access all this goodness. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool setup. Managing the TL800C is actually really easy with the QNAP Q Finder app. In fact, this is the app that I use to manage both my NAS and my jbod. It's pretty easy to set up for the first time if you want to configure it to a specific RAID. Here you can also see the health of the disks, and so if one of the disks seems it might fail, you'll be able to see the status of all the drives and then replace one if you need to. Now keep in mind, this is still not a true backup solution. I'm just expanding my capacity of my current NAS. A true backup solution requires other external hard drives that you can copy your files to, or even uploading your data to an online backup site. I personally copy all my files to external drives and save those drives to a safe somewhere, just in case of the event of a tornado kind of like ripping through the windows and destroying everything in this room. It is Texas, which is why I back up my data to other external drives and keep them in a fireproof crush-proof, safe. I'm still looking for online backup solutions, and so if you have any suggestions, then let me know in the comments below. But yeah, that's what I currently have so far. Huge thanks to QNAP for not sponsoring this video, but for sending over the TL800C jbod. It's an awesome system, and I just love that I've expanded the capacity of my NAS without having to get another NAS. So thank you guys. And so if you want to check out this jbod or even the NAS that I'm using, then those links will be down below. All right, guys, I'm out of here, but hopefully this video was somewhat helpful to you if you're looking for some sort of storage solution. Let me know what your workflow is like, what your backup solution is like. I always like hearing what other people are doing so that if it's better than my solution, then I can always copy them. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great day. Have an amazing day. Have a perfect day. And I'll see you in the next one.